Guess who's not in India? It's me. Give me a second to compose myself. I don't even know where to start, really. Obviously, I'm not in India right now, which is not according to plan whatsoever. That reason being is I did not get a visa before I left, which is like so mind-blowing to me that through all the channels, all the people, all the platforms, everything I had been through, not once was like a visa mentioned until I was at the airport, which honestly, like, I'm taking full accountability and responsibility. Like, that is on me. I literally could have googled, do I need a visa to go to India, and the internet would have been like, yes, dumb bitch, of course you do. And I didn't like make that connection like whatsoever. Like, I didn't need one when I was in Italy for a few months and like then toured around like France, Germany, Spain, and I didn't need one when I went to Mexico in March because I have my passport. But I'm just like, give you the rundown of what basically went on and kind of like where I am now. I got to the airport. I wasn't able to check in online, which I was like, okay, that's strange. Even though I had like scanned my passport, and even the airport like online boarding check-in like was not asking me for a visa. So I was like, oh, that's so weird. And then I tried to check in at the kiosk and he's like, okay, so show me your passport. I was like, dink, here you go. And he's like, and your visa? And I was like, my what? I'm sorry, my what? And he's like, your visa, you don't have a visa? And I was like, no, I didn't know I needed one. He's like, you're flying to Delhi, right? Like India. And I was like, yeah, but that's not my final destination. He's like, no, like you need a visa to be in India. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, please help me. How do I get that? And then he was actually really helpful, gave me like the website. And I say like actually really helpful because, you know, those people at the counters, like they deal with so many different kinds of people, and I'm sure they're expecting me to go like full Karen mode and be like, I'm getting on this flight like no matter what, like I have a yoga certification thing to get to, like, and just be like that. But I wasn't. So we were working with each other, and that was really nice to like actually be guided in the right direction versus just being like turn around, like told go home. And then I was in the lift on the way home. I probably should have just taken a train because at that point I had sunk so much money. I'd spent over $100 just in basically like a ride to go look at the airport and then come back home. Whatever, hindsight is 2020, but I was stressed. So I was calling American Airlines and they're like, oh, well, you booked this with a third party, so you have to call them. And then I called them. They're like, oh, this ticket is non-changeable, non-refundable, non-transferable, so you're gonna have to book an insurance claim. And so I tried calling the insurance company like a multitude of times yesterday, and every single time it would like pick up, hang up like immediately. So it's like, that's really sketchy. And then I read Priceline reviews and the insurance is not very good, and I'm like, oh my god. So everything basically that could have gone wrong in like the rebooking process did. So that's super fun. Where I'm at now is I was able to get my visa. I came in this morning, thank goodness. I booked a flight last night not knowing when my visa would come in, but I got one that was changeable, so I was able to get a flight. I got my visa. After that I was like, oh my god, I can change my flight even earlier, so I did that, and I got $6 back, baby, out of like the over 800 that I spent getting a new flight. So I love that for myself. Lesson learned, just do your research before you go. And like, this is a uniquely American thing I find, where like we just aren't aware of visas and like passports because our passport gets us in anywhere, like it's so easy. But then the visa thing is just like completely new to me, but I have it and it was so easy, and I definitely like would have done it had I just known, simply just known that I needed to get that beforehand. So that's all squared away. New flight. I'm still getting there, just a little late. I called the program. I worked that out with them. I did so much like desk stuff last night, and like even this morning I was on with Priceline Insurance being like, what can I do for a refund, for trip interruption, and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. I'm not in India, but I think I'm going to take you guys along for the next few days of the journey. You know, I think I am gonna do weekly vlogs for India, and this is gonna be week 1. Off to a great start, off to a late start, a late but great start. Okay, now I'm just gonna figure out getting like groceries and such, because I'm gonna be here for the next, what's today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's like next 4-ish days. I think I'm gonna go to the park, even though the air quality is like not the best because of, you know, climate change, wildfires in Canada again, which is like obviously really scary. And I'm even flying into Canada, so I wonder what that's gonna be like. Things should clear up by then, but still, like, it's not the best situation. Learn from my mistakes, kids. Always do your research of where you're traveling to. Like, I thought I was so prepared, like getting like all my vaccines taken care of, getting my medication, but I will say everything happens for a reason, and I'm really glad to have learned this lesson the hard way, but still be able to kind of like pick myself back up and like push through and not let it crumble me, because I would have then missed out on the entire trip versus just like being a few days late. Also, the visa is only for 30 days, so by the time like I stamp it getting into India and by the time I leave, it'll be within that 30-day window, versus if I were on time with my visa and let's say I only got it for 30 days versus a year, because I obviously don't know shit about visas, I would have been stuck there or deported, or like had to have stayed there for like extra days, and then like just been basically like broke, spending like so much money trying to like stay abroad when like I didn't plan for that. So I'm glad that happened. Also, there is one more medication that I didn't pick up. It's for diarrhea. So let's say I had diarrhea and didn't have the meds, so I'm gonna go pick that up sometime this weekend. But I'm not even gonna lie, I just laid down for 30 minutes, just laid, because I just needed to lay down and like let things just kind of like wash over me. That's that. That was insane. And I was like on the phone with like so many different people, like getting calls back, being online, trying to do things online, get my visa, get Priceline, get American Airlines, get everyone to like talk to me, tell me what's good, what can I do, is it even okay that I go to the program late, like am I still gonna get my teacher certification, which I am. They said it was fine, I'm just gonna be missing out like on the syllabus type stuff, which is unfortunate, but I'm paying for my mistakes. I'm paying a lot. I'm paying a lot of like time, energy, stress, money, all of it. I'm paying for it. So, but you know what, I was like, things have gone so smoothly up until this point. Like something was kind of like bound to happen, like couldn't have just gone on without a hitch. Like I said, it's better this way versus like being basically like detained or arrested or just like stranded in a foreign country. Like, so I don't know, it's okay. But this is the start of this vlog this week. Oh goodness, I've been out here hammocking, journaling. I had a little bit of a cry. I think I'm just like disappointed in myself, honestly, at the end of the day. And maybe I'm being a little hard on myself, so I never was like a world traveler or anything like that growing up, so like I simply just didn't know. I'm just keeping it pushing. I think also I haven't just had a rest in so long, so it was really nice to just like give my body a break. And you know what, maybe I needed these few days so like I don't get sick, I can literally just relax, something that's kind of hard for me to do, and just kind of like find joy in the slowness and having nothing to do. So I'm regrouping basically. I'm gonna go get a cookie because I feel like I could use one, and then maybe hit up the grocery store for just a few essentials, and then also I want to do yoga on the roof because I still love yoga. Like, this hasn't turned me off from it at all. Yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to have grace with myself and compassion, but like it was disappointing, and it was like something that easily could have been avoided. I just wanted to like quickly explore this area that I was around but have never actually been to. I think I'll come back at a later day. It's just like air quality is still not great, and I don't want to be like practically hiking. And honestly, I wonder what like birds and stuff do when like there are smoke and wildfires. Obviously the birds that like are affected directly by the wildfires, I'm sure they like fly away, and then like where do they go, and then what happens like to the other birds? Like, are they super sensitive, and like the chipmunks and stuff, like what happens to them, y'all? Food for thought. I'm curious. And like, are dogs as affected as we are? Cats? I don't know. Like, we obviously get like an alert on our phone. Like, what do animals do? They like have to know, but like then what do they do? Struggle meals. I ran into a school friend. We got groceries together. I got milk and coffee, you know, essentials, but it was really nice to see her. It kind of like brightened my day. Oh my god, it is so red. I just went for a run and it's just so sunny out that it's so hot, but I tried to like stay in the shade during my run. While I'm out here and sweating my tits off, I might as well like do some gymnastics, just like a little bit. I just want to do like some handstands and stuff. yet again in the park. It's actually Saturday, farmer's market day, so I'm dropping off compost as I do every week. There's not a lot this week because I fed my worms earlier this week before I left because I didn't want them to be starving for a month. My secondhand fit, other than my tote bag, but Buffalo Exchange glasses. This is a Nicole Miller dress, but I got it on Depop. Just a maxi dress. My Tevas, package free tote. Basically like living in the park because I can like walk through it to get places, which is nice because it's like shaded. But I also, you know, didn't anticipate needing Metro, so I didn't purchase like a monthly. I was actually saving money by not getting one for the month, but like doing it every week instead. So, you know, just back to my regular scheduled programming, which is like so weird, but also is nice to like already have that kind of structure in place for myself. Let's see if I can call my mom. Just ran a little mini errand. Look at me in the city. Didn't think this was gonna happen, but there's like this vision of a black skirt I've been like dreaming of, and they had it and it worked really well, and it's like active, but also I could like definitely dress it up and dress it down. So I'm really happy to have it, and I did like a little afterpay on it, so I don't actually have to like fully upfront the cost of it, which is a great thing, but also like I've gotten way too into it lately, so I'm embarrassed. I'm blushing because I'm vlogging in public. Who am I?
Hi, Mom.
It's really good. Okay, you guys are shy.
I think that's the good stuff. Where's my balls? How do I get the balls? How do I get?
Okay, this is going up and I'm sitting here in my apartment watching it. Okay, my hair is a mess and I just spilled my coffee. It's been like a crazy morning so far and it's only 10. Okay, so I'm gonna write in the description right now like, hey, I'm not there. Check out this vlog to see why. That's super fun for me. Can't believe it. I'm gonna edit that. I'm making new coffee. I can't believe I literally spilled my coffee all over the place. Like, everything's drying now, but I reached for it off the coaster, right? And like, reached for it and my hands were slippery from like my skincare. Idiot. And then it just like fell all over the place. Sadly, this is all that's left. Okay, my room got just a little like deconstructed while I was panicking, I guess. Or just kind of like figuring things out again. Let's see, is that a good angle? No, it is not. So I am just gonna like tidy up a bit. I'm gonna do laundry tomorrow because I leave tomorrow, and like I don't, like I'm gonna wear stuff today obviously, so I want to like, you know, have it super fresh and like wash my sheets again and my comforter and all that stuff, so it's all nice and clean for Tangi, my subletter, who's coming in after me. So, and as you can tell, I'm a little stuffy. My roommate was sick and now I think I picked up like whatever the hell she had, which is really unfortunate, but I think just with like rest and medicine I'll be okay. So let's do this. of it. I actually can't believe that I'm fucking sick. Like, that's crazy. Because I'm gonna be on a plane for 15 hours at one point. So, and like snotty. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. This is just, ugh, it's all just really comical, you know? But I did print out my other plane tickets, my new plane tickets, and my visa is all like tucked away with my passport and stuff. So I'm like generally feeling good, ready to go again. Room is clean. That makes me feel good. Bags, I haven't even like touched this to unpack. Everything that I've been wearing has been stuff that just isn't packed, which is good. That, I mean, like, I wasn't really gonna touch any of that stuff anyway, so that works out. But today I really have not a lot to do. We're just gonna like chill, probably go back to the park and just, you know, generally hang out. I'm back. I made it. Depelated. Scarred my face. It's a new day. Same outfit though. I'm headed to get help with check-in, and hopefully it works. I have my visa, I have my passport, I have my boarding, I have my credit card I used, I have my ID. I'm just praying. Okay, I was able to check in. I'm shaking. Let's see how security goes. I can't believe it's happening. Oh my god. Okay, I made it aboard my first flight. I have a layover in Montreal for like 3 hours, I think. And they made me check my bag, which makes sense. This plane is really small. And then I pick it up in Delhi before my final flight. So I'm just like hoping that goes well. Fingers crossed. But I'm on my way. I made it to India, so I have to catch a connecting flight. I'm not quite at the program yet, but I just went through immigration. I got my stamp for my visa. I have to pick up my carry-on that they made me check, which is a bummer, but probably the best. And then catch my connecting flight, and then get picked up, and then go to the actual retreat. So it's happening. I'm literally here. And you know, it's a good thing I got my visa when I did, because the day I get back to New York is when it expires, so there's no like questioning or stressing. So everything happens for a reason. Oh, so I've been asleep in the food court, as you can tell behind me. But some comfy benches, I'm not gonna lie. So I've been hanging out here for like the past 3.5, 4 hours, and just like slept a little bit. So it's like 4 in the morning now, so time to get the day started, technically. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and maybe go charge my phone and maybe get a coffee and wait for my next and last flight. I did it. I got a nice coffee. It's like a frap blended. The only thing is, I don't think they have iced coffee here, just like blended stuff, but it's good. And I'm on my way to that gate. Guys, I made it. I'm gonna end this vlog here and start the next one. So if you guys are excited to see what I'm up to in India, how the yoga trip is going, stay tuned with me there. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to be kind to yourself, others, and the planet. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.